Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. The drive begins with Mason. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll run again with Mason. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now third and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Huntley to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. First down, Rams.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the Rams had 8-8 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. They'll run here with Mason. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground again, it's Mason. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
To throw, Huntley. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Here's Huntley. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. 10, and they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
On 2nd and goal, Stafford to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Mason. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Texans are
Looking to throw. Huntley. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mason. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change of quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
To the air again, Stafford. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Play action, Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On second down, here's Mitchell. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
32.
To throw is Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A handoff to start the drive to Mason. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness down, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Now they run, it's Mason. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Huntley, a dump off for Mason. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On first down, Huntley. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Mason. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on third down, Huntley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Stafford here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
50-50.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Cut. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well and they kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. It's caught. Mitchell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Hey, 22!
Here's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Again, it's Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp from 10 yards out. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And maybe some renewed...
They were sleeping again, say no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door.